Hi guys, assalamualaikum and welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you are new, my name is Arina, and if you are coming back, I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I tried a bunch of K-beauty products and this is the final look. I found some gems in here, and if you're interested to know how I create this look, then just keep on watching. Okay everyone, I'm gonna start with prepping my lips first using the holikaholika X Peckle lip balm. This one right here, I got this for free, like a free gift in my purchase. So this is what it looks like inside. So cute. I really love the idea of this lip balm because on the center it's actually lipstick, like the creamy bullet lipstick, and on the outer parts is the actual lip balm. So when you mix them around, you get some color, and also it smells really delicious. Of course, I'll be taking this off at the end of this video. This is just to prep my lips for the lip product that I am going to put on at the end. I am going to do my eyes first as per usual because that is intuitive to me. So for that, I am going to do the brows to frame my face using the Cyber Colors Auto Eyebrow Pencil in the shade dark brown. And this eyebrow pencil is highly raved in Malaysia, like Malaysian makeup artists love to stock up on this eyebrow, and honestly this is not my favorite because of the shape. It's really chunky, actually chunkier than what I prefer. I prefer a very fine tip to do the brows. The formula is actually not bad, it's not too creamy, the pigmentation is just nice. Okay, this is what the eyebrow shape that we are going to go for. I haven't done my brows like this in like months because I am loving the look of soap brows. I don't think Korean are like into soap brows. They prefer the straight brow shape. And at one end of this eyebrow pencil, it has a spoolie where you can brush. Okay, I don't have any Korean brow cara, so I just use what I have in my collection. And of course, I need to conceal these extra brow hairs. Now, I'm gonna conceal the brow hairs using the Althea Flawless Creamy Concealer. I did mention this video in my full face of Malaysian makeup products because I think this brand was like founded in Malaysia, but the HQ is in Korea, so I'm just going to use this because this was made in Korea in the shade Honey, because this color does have like a peachy tone, so I guess it would cancel out this black dark hair. I honestly don't know what eye look that I'll be creating today because Korean makeup look all about enhancing your natural beauty, which I gotta be honest, I don't have all that. So I did look up on Pinterest and search on Korean makeup look, and all of them have very subtle and not intense or over dramatic makeup, just a wash of color on the lids. And I noticed that on the cheeks they do have like this rich kind of blush trend, or we'll see how. I don't know if today I'm just gonna use the Korean makeup product and just do whatever makeup look that I'm feeling. Let's prime the lids. As usual, I always prime my lids, so I'm gonna use from the same concealer, Flawless Creamy Concealer, but this is in the shade Ginger. It's slightly lighter than Honey. I love the consistency of this concealer. It's very thin and light, but it still provides you with some coverage. Okay, I don't have any physical eyeshadow palette from a Korean brand, but I do have a lot of their single eyeshadow and a liquid glitter eyeshadow. I have this one from holikaholika, and I have some glitter eyeshadow from the brand Bia, and also glitter eyeshadow from the brand holikaholika. This one is a new one that I'll be using today. It's from the brand Peripera. It's this very beautiful sugar twinkle glitter eyeshadow, and the glitter is actually very chunky. I don't know how they make it eye safe, but from the advertisement or the model itself, they use this eyeshadow on her eyelids, but from what I can see, the glitter is quite chunky. My favorite K-beauty brand is holikaholika. I do have a lot of products from the brand. So first off, I'm gonna put some color on the crease by using this one. This is, I believe, is a shading shade for the nose, and it's called Gentle Brown. Quite hard to read like what the product is because everything is written in Korean. This powder is so soft and lightly pressed. Every time I dip my brush into it, it does have a ton of kickback, but the powder feels creamy and it blends itself when I apply it on the lids. And on top of that, on the lids, I'm going to apply this shade, also from the brand holikaholika. And I believe this is called their piece matching single eyeshadow, and it is in the shade MPP01. I will leave everything in the description box if I mispronounce or just using the same brush and apply it on the lids. What I like about the holikaholika brand is because I think this is like the closest brand from Korea that can mimic the Western trend. Most Korean eyeshadow are very lackluster and less pigmented. They love this just a wash of color. The color you barely see if you are not close enough with the person. So I think that's the vibe of most K-beauty. But for holikaholika, it's pigmented. I mean, like, it's acceptable for a Korean brand. Nonetheless, yeah, eyeshadow is super creamy, and when you use it, it's not patchy at all. On top of that matte shade, I'm sticking to the holikaholika piece matching eyeshadow, but this is a glittery shade, and it is GPK01, a pinky shimmery shade. It's so pretty on the pan, and I'm just tapping this on top of that matte shade. On the center, I think I'm gonna apply the Sugar Twinkle Liquid Glitter from Peripera, and this is in the shade 02 Sodapop Flakes. The packaging is very cute. It has this glittery top. I think it's brush tip applicator, like a silicone brush. I'm gonna focus this on the center. Okay guys, this is how the Peripera Sugar Twinkle look on my lids. It's so pretty. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. The chunky glitter is super pretty on the lids. Hopefully it's safe for the eyes. They do market it to use on the eyes, and hopefully this is like a biodegradable glitter or something and safe for the eyes as well. This Sugar Twinkle is available in 3 different shades, and I will check if this one is a limited edition or not. If not, then I'll be picking up the other 2 shades because I love the multicolored glitters, and it's so pretty and reflective and beautiful on the lids. I adore it so much. I really adore the holikaholika liquid glitter eyeshadow. I am planning to collect all the shades so that I can do swatches for you guys. The glitter in here are finer than this Sugar Twinkle glitter. If you are worried about the eye safety, I would suggest you guys this one instead of the Sugar Twinkle. I did my eyeliner off camera, and I will leave what product I used in the description box below, and let's jump into the face makeup now. I am going to prime my face using the Orange Skin Delete. This is from the brand Bonamedusa. You can see the Medusa head on the top. This is supposed to be makeup and skincare in one, so you can use it to fix some issue on the face, or you can use it as a makeup, a primer. So it has a silicone texture, and when you apply it on your face, you can already see, fill in the pores, smoothes out this texture. For foundation, I'm gonna use from the brand Peripera. This is Ink Skin Tint, and I have it in the shade 3 cent cover. Now Korean beauty brand or K-beauty really need to fix their shade range because they are growing and well known in the makeup industry, and even with my skin tone, I have a medium tan skin tone, they don't have a shade for me, and most K-beauty foundations or concealer only cover the light spectrum. Hopefully they will fix it in future. So this is what the bottle looks like. It sounds liquidy, and I am going to apply it on my finger and swatch it. I think I have the second darkest shade or the darkest shade from this foundation. This foundation is scented. I'm blending this foundation with a brush. Okay you guys, this is how this skin tint looked in natural lighting. I don't have my LED lights on right now, so as you can see, this skin tint doesn't match my skin tone. I think I can go one shade darker, which is in exist in this skin tint line. This skin tint has a beautiful finish. It feels lightweight on the skin, and I would say it has like a light medium, almost a medium coverage, because today my hyperpigmentation or dark spots are not that intense, so it succeeds in covering that. I do like this foundation based off first impression, and it sits well with the primer as well. It doesn't emphasize my texture or my pore area, and yeah, I do wish they just add some more shade to this skin tint, or like any foundations, people's favorite foundation. Now proceed to concealing the under eyes, and also I'm also gonna highlight the center of my face as per usual. I'm going to use the same concealer, which is from the brand Althea, Flawless Creamy Concealer, and I'm gonna mix two shades, honey and ginger. Ginger is one shade lighter than honey. So first I'm going to apply ginger because ginger does have a slight peachy tone. And on the other areas, I'm going to use the shade Honey. Also applying honey on the under eye area as well. My face, or the center of my face, looks so bright right now. These are such a good concealer because it does help, as you can see, brighten my face. And before I set this makeup down with a loose powder, I do want to put on or apply the Jelly Dough blusher, also from Holikaholika. This is in the shade Strawberry Jelly, and this is what the shade looks like inside. Also comes with this sponge. This is such a beautiful shade. I really need to play around more with this Jelly Dough blusher because sometimes I find that it picks up the base I have underneath. So this is such a pigmented shade. What I'm doing now is take my foundation brush and just go over that cream blush. And now I'm gonna set this face using my powder. I don't have any K-beauty powder, but I do have this one from Althea, and this one does have shimmery finish to it, and it has a peachy tint. I'm not gonna use this in this video. Okay, face is set, and then I'm going to finish up this eye makeup just using the same shade from the brand Holikaholika Piece Matching Eyeshadow, MPP01, and I'm taking this very precise blending brush here and just running this shade right up against the lower lash line, connecting this shade to the upper lid. Also guys, my battery died and I charged it. I think I had this foundation on for like 1.5 hours and it's still going strong. I didn't see any of my oils peeking through yet, so it does hold my oils at bay. Within the 1.5 hours I did some cooking, I had my mini lunch, so far it does hold up quite well. I do want to continue with the eye makeup. I stopped at the shade MPP01 and just running that across my lower lash line. On the inner corner, I want to put this shade GSV01, also from holikaholika, the glittery piece matching single eyeshadow. Picked this up using a brush. It does pick up quite well with a brush, because sometimes glittery eyeshadow doesn't want to stick onto a brush. And with this eyeshadow, you guys, you do have tons of fallout, so do keep that in mind. Even with the glittery shade that I put on my lids, not the chunky one, the piece matching eyeshadow, but I don't really mind that. I'm gonna also apply this eyeshadow on the inner corner. Let's move on to bronzing the face. I don't think bronzing the face is a K-beauty trend, because most of their shading product or bronzing product is used to shape the face instead of bronzing it. But I did manage to find a bronzing product that has a bit of a warmth to it. This is called the Peripera Ink V shading. So I have it in the darkest shade, I think, 02 Cocoa Brown. This product predominantly has a cooler tone, as you can tell. This two leans towards the cooler tone, whereas this the only shade that has a warmth undertone. So what I'm going to do is mix this around, but focusing it on this part here if I can. This is the darkest shade. I think if you have a deeper skin tone than me, this powder won't show up on your face. Also, this is hardly pressed, so you don't have any kickback when you dip your brush in it. You don't get that many product adheres to the brush. And now I'm gonna shape the nose. I'm gonna use this center shade. So let's jump into the blush application. I am going to use this one from the brand Lilybred, and this is Love Beam Cheek in the shade Sloane Plum. Unfortunately, mine's broken into pieces because it detached from the bottom. I'm going to be careful when applying this shade. It does pick up quite intensely on the brush. I think the main reason is because it's like scattered. For highlighter, I only have one option. This is from the brand Bia. It's the Bia Lasting Highlighter in the shade 03 Peach Glass. And from the pan, you can see that, is this a highlighter or a blush? I am going to try to use this as a highlighter and a blush topper. So first, I'm going to take a more precise brush, a fluffy brush. Concentrate this shade onto here first, and then I'm going to use my blush brush and use this as my blush topper. This formula has a subtle reflection. It's not too intense, so it is forgiving if you use it as a blush topper, just like what I did here. And it is not texture emphasizing. I do have tons of texture on my cheeks, and it doesn't like highlight the bumps on my face. Okay, we almost finished here. I want to take off this lip balm. The lip product that I am going to use in today's video is from the brand Rom&nd. I do want to explore more with Rom&nd products because I enjoy the lip product that I have tried. I have a video reviewing this in my channel. You can click up here to watch it. The lip product that I am going to use today is the Zero Velvet Tint, my favorite from the range. And I have it in shade 16 Burning Nude. This one has a moussey formula and it feels really comfortable on the lips. I do want to tone down this color a bit using the Zero Matte lipstick, also from Rom&nd, and this is in the shade All That Jazz. And I don't have any mascara from a Korean brand, nor do I have any setting spray, so I'm going to use this one from Salam and Can Make. I think both of these are Tokyo brand. Okay Okay guys, this is the finished look. I did set my face using a setting spray, apply some full beauty marks, and also applied white liner on my waterline. And I have to admit that this is not a Korean look, and I tried my best to imitate Korean, enhancing your natural beauty kind of look. I really don't know how to do that. It's actually really hard to do a natural makeup look, especially on my face. I have a ton of things to cover. So yeah, this is what I can do. Before I wrap up this video, I do want to give my first impression review on the products I've tried today. Firstly is the Peripera Ink Skin Tint in the shade 3 Sand Cover. For me, it's such a beautiful product. I just wish they have darker shade range for this. This has a matte finish, and on me, I can use it because I have a combination too oily, so I know at the end of the day this part will look oily, but for now it does hold up quite well. I've been wearing this for almost 3 hours now. Okay, even when you look up close, this foundation has a very beautiful finish. It doesn't emphasize my texture at all. Sits well on top of the skin. So if you have a combination to oily skin, you need to try this foundation because I haven't heard that many people talked about this. I know Korean trends favor on the dewy, luminous, hydrating kind of finish, but this foundation is otherwise. So yeah, really recommend this for those who have oily skin. And the next thing that I've tried is this Peripera powder bronzer. This bronzer is just okay for me. First of all, it doesn't have that many pigmentation, especially against my medium skin tone. This is the darkest shade, I believe. Even on me, it doesn't show up at all, even I tried to build it up. What's nice is that it doesn't have any kickback at all. I mean, you can see a subtle shading on here, but not what I prefer. I prefer a more apparent bronzing. I'll definitely reach for this again and try to use it. Of course, I purchased it with my own money. I will use it again. And the next product is this lilybred blusher. It's in the shade Sloane Plum. I like it. This blusher is super pigmented. It's like the other way around from what a K-beauty brand does. Even when I touch my brush lightly onto the powder, it does show up immediately on my skin. I like that. And even though it is super pigmented, it's really easy to blend out and spread the product evenly onto my face, and I really like this. And the last thing I've tried, Sugar Twinkle liquid glitter. Weirdly, I feel a bit itchy on my eyelids. I don't know if it's because of this or this eyeshadow. I don't know which one, but this is the first time I've tried it. But I do love the effect that it gives. It's very reflective, holographic creator as well on the lids. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you enjoy watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. I do really want to try other K-beauty products. If you have any specific K-beauty products that you want me to try or is your favorite, share with me in the comment section below so that I can check it out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I appreciate if you can subscribe because I do a lot of makeup tutorial, reviews and hauls. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope I see you guys in my next one. Bye. Assalamualaikum.